Hey guys, what's up? Sectatron here from One Hive Gazette, here with my next video, and we have a little bit of a break between Wars and Genesis, so I wanted to talk a little bit about ethical upgrading and what that means in kind of the war scene at Clash of Clans right now. These are just my opinions. No, I mean, people aren't going to agree, obviously. It's just kind of what I think is the best way to go about doing things when you're, competing in high-level clan wars. So for people who are in like One Hive Genesis and other top war clans that are doing arranged wars, you're kind of forced to do some of these things because if your base is way better offensive-wise than defensive-wise, no opposing clan's going to want you in an arranged war because then you're just kind of a little bit of an exploit, and it can go as far as being what's considered an engineered base. So typically people in like One Hive Genesis are kind of forced to play by these rules, but this video is for people who are in, clans that aren't doing arranged wars, but you still want to, be able to say, I'm doing ethical upgrading, I'm progressing through the game, I'm not really exploiting the system or anything, and this is just my perspective, guys, so I could be wrong, and you're free to upgrade as you want. Just want to get that out of the way for people who are writing their mean comment right now. But anyway, the point is, these are my thoughts on how you should go about upgrading your offense, your defense, and how you should balance those two out, and how long you should go without dropping new defenses like Inferno Towers, Expos. So we'll talk a lot of specifics in just a moment. First, I want to say real quick that you always hear offense over defense. That's like a common thing people say, and I think that's a little bit, it's kind of a bad wording. The idea is right, but I think that it should be both. You should be upgrading offense and defense, but you're selecting which things to upgrade offensively, which things to upgrade defensively based on the best value for war. So you're upgrading defenses that aren't going to carry a lot of weight at first, but they're going to help you defend, and offensive-wise, you're upgrading the best troops for war. If you're, a high-level war player, if you're trying to compete in clan wars, that's how you should go about doing it. So it's a little bit misleading to say offense over defense. It's really you're doing both at the same time. You're just selectively choosing what to do for each part of the upgrade, and that's going to help you be competitive in wars without being too without exploiting the system too much. So anyway, another basic rule of thumb that I'd like to say is that if you can 3-star the mirror of, like, if you can 3-star a base that has your level defenses, that's fine. But if you're 3-starring a base too easily, if it's just, you're going to 3-star even with a plan that's not that good, that's going to be taking it a little bit too far. You should need a good plan to 3-star a base that's your level, and that's kind of a good rule of thumb, in my opinion, to keep your offense and defense balanced for the most part. So anyway, I'm going to talk about each kind of town hall level, what to upgrade, and how to kind of keep that balanced. People ask me all the time about Town Hall 8.5, so I'm going to go ahead and address it because I think a lot of people out there are transitioning into Town Hall 9, if you can believe that, because there are people that are still a little bit lower in the game. So anyway, for Town Hall 8.5, as soon as you hit Town Hall 9 with the upgrade, I would say don't drop the Expos right away. Some people do, but the fact is you're still at Town Hall 8 offensive-wise, so as far as offense goes, we'll talk about that first. Focus on the queen, get her to level 10. Also do your hogs, your valks, and your lava hounds, and your balloons. And that's a lot of dark elixir, I know. So that's why you want to be farming that should be almost all you're looking for is dark elixir when you become a Town Hall 9, and really a Town Hall 10, but we'll talk about that in a moment. So as soon as you get to Town Hall 9, farm that dark elixir, get your queen to 10, and while you're doing that, at some point, get your hogs, your valks, and your lava hounds upgraded, along with your balloons, the 1 elixir troop, I think, that's most important. I don't want to say healers, because we don't know how healers are going to be after this update, so we'll see how that works. I would typically say healers, but I don't know, guys. We'll see how it works out. So anyway, that's what you want to focus on offensive-wise. I'd say as soon as your queen gets to level 10, drop those Expos, and let me back up a second, though. Before you even drop your Expos, the first things you want to focus on at pretty much any Town Hall level are traps. Get those up. They're easy to do. They don't take a lot of time. They don't cost a lot, but they help your base quite a bit. An extra giant bomb can be important. Get the traps up. Get the new defenses up to the level of the Town Hall previous to you. So get your new defenses at Town Hall 9 upgraded to the Town Hall 8 level, so everything on your base, I guess, matches. And once you get that, then you can start thinking about doing your Teslas, your air defenses, selective defenses like that really help. And as soon as your queen hits level 10, I'd say you're a true Town Hall 9. You're going to be able to 3-star a Town Hall 8.5 base pretty easily, and in that case drop your level 1 expos and just kind of keep it going as you keep upgrading. Once you get to be a mid-level Town Hall 9, you have level 2020 heroes, most of the troops upgraded, your defenses should reflect that. You should have level 2 expos, some of your archer towers maxed out maybe, and start to do some of your cannons and wizard towers or something after that. So anyway, just kind of keep that balance, and I think that's really gonna be able to be the most fair for the clans you face, as well as rewarding in the fact that you'll kind of finish offensive wise as soon as you finish defensive wise, so you have the choice to be able to go up to the next Town Hall level if you want. So anyway, that's kind of my thoughts on Town Hall 8.5. Once you get to Town Hall 10, once you become a 9.5, I guess, you should be focusing once again on your troops and your queen. The big troops are bowlers, miners, valks, and then your queen. And those are what's big right now. I'm not sure if that's going to change in the future, but I'm sure miners are going to be consistently one of the top troops, just looking at the update that's coming out. So anyway, get those troops in the queen going. Try to get your queen to 35. Don't worry about your king. Your king should be 30. I'd say get your queen to 40 before you even touch your king. The queen's more important. But anyway, besides that, on the defensive side, do your traps, do some new defenses, do your Teslas, probably your air defenses, just so you can be a little more confident that you don't have to defend that when you're building your base. You don't have to try to worry too much about air. It's a good idea to get your air defenses up, just so you don't have to worry about that. And then start doing wizard towers, that kind of stuff. But as far as when you drop your Infernos, that's the big thing at Town Hall 10. I dropped mine when I had 30 heroes, probably a little bit too early. I would say get the big troops upgraded, get your Valks, your miners, your bowlers, and get your queen to maybe 35, but then get those Infernos down, because once your queen's 35, once you have all the troops, you're going to be able to 3-star some Town Hall 10s, even with good bases if they only have level 1 Infernos, and because of that, you should get those level 1 Infernos to balance it out. I wouldn't go 40-40, or even like 35-35 or 30-40. I wouldn't get to level 70 total in your heroes before you even drop Infernos. I think that's taking it a little bit too far, but it's all kind of a slippery slope, so it's your choice, but I think the best thing to do is get those Infernos down as soon as you're able to start being able to, with a good plan, 3-starring some Town Hall 10 bases that have the level 1 Infernos. So like I said, that's a good rule of thumb. Always look for your equivalent defensive level. If it's too easy to 3-star, you might want to add some weight to your base. So anyway, that's that for Town Hall 10, I think, for the most part. And same thing for Town Hall 9 is Town Hall 10. As your offense upgrades, upgrade your defense accordingly. Once you have, max heroes, your defenses should be getting close to max, if not at least mid-level, and try to keep those things a little bit imbalanced. For Town Hall 9 or 10.5, I don't have a whole lot of experience. I would say just kind of keep the same principles. Get that Warden and get your miners at. That looks like that's going to be the most powerful combination, is the level 4 miners and the Grand Warden. So get that Warden going as soon as you can, and get the miners to level 4. And probably once the Warden is level 5 and your miners are maxed out, go ahead and drop the Eagle at least to level 1. And that should be a pretty fair thing to do as a Town Hall 11. So anyway, those are just my thoughts kind of on each Town Hall level. If you need more specifics, I'll try to answer some comments for your specific situation if I can get around to them, because people might have, questions specifically for Town Hall 8.5 or 9.5 or whatever that I didn't address in this video. But I think overall, it's just important to remember that not only is it kind of ethical, in my opinion, to upgrade your defenses pretty close to how your offensive level is, but it's going to give you the option to go to a new Town Hall level, because honestly, it's not the best idea to go to Town Hall 10, for example, when you don't even have max Town Hall 9 defenses, and at that point, you're getting a little bit borderline engineering. Now, I don't want to get too much into the engineering talk, but I think Supercell needs to put some kind of fix out there, because we're seeing a lot and more engineered bases that are purposely having very, very low level defensive weight and very high level offensive weight to give them a big edge in Clan Wars. And yeah, guys, I know that's been around since basically the start of Clan Wars. You've always had the option of doing that, but with modding, not quite as common anymore. We're seeing people use that as a way to get a leg ahead in war, and everybody has the option of doing it. Is technically fair play, at least under the terms of service. But I think that it's not going to get you very far in the top war community, because in arranged wars, no one's going to want an engineered base being one of the bases they have to face. So we'll see how things shape up. We have an update coming out pretty soon that's going to deal with some balancing. So hopefully the big update that's probably going to come out in like September or October can address some of these issues. But we'll see how Supercell handles it. I know people are going to tear down Supercell in the comments, but let's try to see what they do, because they have kept this game going for quite a while. You gotta appreciate that, because if you're watching this video, it means you still at least play or at least care about the game. So they've done something right. Anyway, though, thanks for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, I'll answer some specifics in the comments if you want, and we'll just see how that goes. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye, Spectator Mode.